The latest installment in the Hunger Games franchise has a better understanding of its central love story than the first film in the series. The Hunger Games films are based on the dystopian novel series by Suzanne Collins, in which individuals from the 12 districts of Panem compete in the titular fight to the death until only one victor remains. The film series began with 2012's The Hunger Games, which centers on tributes from District 12, Katniss Everdeen, Jennifer Lawrence, and Peter Mellark, Josh Hutcherson. In 2023, the Hunger Games timeline was further expanded upon on-screen with the prequel The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Focused on the 10th annual Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes explores the mentor-tribute relationship between Coriolanus Snow, Tom Blythe, and District 12's tribute Lucy Gray Baird, Rachel Zegler. Like The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes has a strong balance between action and drama, though the latter works far better as a love story than the 2012 film that started it all. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is a much better love story than The Hunger Games. The romance is darker and provides additional context for the future president of Panem. There are many parallels to be drawn between Katniss and Peter's relationship and that of Lucy Gray and Coriolanus, though the latter's love story is far more compelling. The Hunger Games sees Katniss and Peter start merely as competitors who are aware they will have to kill the other if they wish to win the games. However, when the rules are changed, allowing the possibility of two winners, a fabricated romance begins to take shape as Katniss and Peter are aware of the fact that an assumed romance will attract the attention of sponsors. However, in The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which doesn't have to establish nearly as many stakes or rules of the games, there is a lot more room to explore the complicated relationship between Lucy Gray and Coriolanus. In the film, Coriolanus takes on the role of Lucy Gray's mentor, and the two grow close, heavily relying on one another for what they seek to gain from the games. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes follows Coriolanus before he becomes a tyrannical ruler, with Lucy Gray's purported betrayal playing a significant role in Coriolanus' shift in character. With Coriolanus' future in the audience's mind, his relationship with Lucy Gray is seen as doomed from the start, and their romance is largely defined by its elements of betrayal, tragedy, and power. Additionally, Coriolanus and Lucy Gray's differences in social status establish a compelling obstacle in their relationship that isn't present with Katniss and Peter. Despite their difference in class and the way Coriolanus' desire for power clashes with Lucy Gray's rebellious nature against the Capitol, the two have an undeniable connection. After the games, the two explore a relationship that is equally romantic and treacherous, but is ultimately cut short when Coriolanus places his status in the Capitol above all else. The two characters' tension-filled romance is not only elevated by their compelling power dynamic and conflicting worldviews, but also by Blythe and Zegler's chemistry and fully realized performances as well. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes' main duo had much better chemistry. Zegler and Blythe's performances keep audiences invested despite their characters' inevitable tragic ending. Tom Blythe as Snow holding Rachel Zegler as Lucy Gray's face in The Hunger Games. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes ending is somewhat ambiguous, particularly when it comes to Lucy Gray's fate, but Blythe and Zegler still have a more complete love story to work with than Lawrence and Hutcherson do in the first Hunger Games film. While Lucy Gray and Coriolanus don't have a coveted romance by any means, Blythe and Zegler bring their characters to life in such a way that allows audiences to easily care for them. Both Zegler and Blythe are charming in the way their characters require them to be, and they deftly balance Lucy Gray and Coriolanus' shared attraction and mistrust of one another, especially in the film's third act. The actors' chemistry is the driving force of the film, from scenes of Coriolanus and Lucy Gray's initial scheming in the games to their time after the games are over, where audiences are presented with a serene, yet unrealistic look at what their future could have looked like had Coriolanus gone down a different path.